Welcome back, everyone, to Data Science for Everyone. Today, we're going to be looking at how to insert data into an array in React. Let's get started. So sometimes you want to insert an item into a particular position that is neither at the beginning nor the end. Now, to do so, you can use the spread syntax that we've used previously, together with the slice method. Now, the slice method lets you use and kind of cut a slice out of an array and insert something into it. Now, you can also use this to create arrays that spread the slice before the inspection or after. Again, this is just depending on where you would want to maybe move them. So again, this is our previous example where we are doing things like this. And now we're just talking about adding in and removing some different types of functionality. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to comment this out. And as before, and then the other examples that we've had, we're using the import use state from React. So let's go on over here and let's take care of this new example that we have. So this example that we're going to create is a nice business example where maybe we're managing a list of upcoming projects in our company's portfolio. Now, each project is going to be represented by an object. It's going to have an ID and a title, and it's not going to have much else, okay? So let's go on and let's do this. Let's also assume that we're going to only have 3 projects. So let's say let next ID is equal to 3. And again, this is just assuming we have 3 projects already. Okay. Now this next ID, okay, we can actually use it in a variety of different ways later on, but maybe we want to again just set it up for some new project. Okay, it doesn't exactly matter where or what. And again, we're just making this as just a quick example. So again, let's do const initial, not initial products, initial projects. And again, this is going to be an array with a couple different things in here. So let's do ID 0, title, and again, we'll just say project A. Let's go in and copy this. And again, this will be 1, 2. And we'll do B and C. So again, we're just putting this in for the next, because again, we're assuming we're already going to have 3 projects and we maybe want to put something, again, we're going to tack one on, so all of these are going to have to move. You can do this dynamically later on as well, but again, this is just a quick example to show us how to just input items into this array. Well, this array here. Okay, so again, we're going to start off with our export default function, and again, this is project list. And again, the same as always, we're going to do const. Here it's going to be title set title. Here is going to be use state. And again, we're just going to put in, it's just going to be a blank item for now. And we're going to do the same thing with const for our project. I'm going to set our project and use state here is going to be our initial projects. And actually, this is not, let's do projects here. Okay, because we'll use individual project here in a minute. So let's do function here, and we're going to handle the click. So const insert at, and here I'm just going to put it at 1. We're going to have it insert in this position, and we'll move everything down in the list. So, and again, this could be dynamic. Let's say that can be dynamically based on user input. Okay, but again, for now, we're just going to hard encode it in here. Const next projects is equal to, again here, so we want our items before the insertion of, insertion point. And we'll also have in here somewhere for the new project. And we want, again, items after the insertion point. All right, so first thing then is to do projects dot slice. And we want to go from 0 to insertion at. And then we have in our ID, and we want the next ID plus plus. We want the title to be the title. Oh, comma. Let's get rid of this input. Then our next one in here is going to be our projects dot slice, and again our insert at. Okay. Then the next portion that we're going to have here is we're going to set projects, and it's going to be next projects, and we're going to set title as, again, something here. And again, what this is doing here, this is resetting the input field. Okay, because again, we're going to have an input down here in just a second. So let's go on and go down here, and we're going to return. And we are going to put an H1 in here, and let's say upcoming projects. And let's go on and have an input. And this input here is going to have a couple things. So it's going to have the value is equal to title. The on change here is going to be what? E set title, and we want e.target dot value for each of those. And then we're going to put in a placeholder here, and it'll say enter new project title. And then again, we want to have in a button as before, and this button will just say add project. And we have to deal with the on click as well. And this will be the handle, what did I say in here? Handle click. And did I say C list? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Handle click. There we go. All right, so we're handling the click. We're adding the button. Now we need to put it into the unordered list. And again, the first thing that we want is to what? Projects.map. Again, project. And then we want our stop that. We're going to have our list items. And what do we want in here? We want our key to equal our project.id. And then let's actually put inside in here, we want the project.title. All right, so let's take a look and see what we have in here. So we have this new upcoming projects. We have a project A, project B, project C. And if this works, it will now, we can put in new project. And if we add it, it should be put in between project A and project B. Oh, okay. So it did put it below there, but we made a mistake somewhere where it got rid of everything below. So let's check and say another, and we add this in. Notice it puts that in, it adds it in, but it deletes everything else. So let's go back to see what happened here. And I believe we probably had an issue where we're inserting our slices. So let's go back to where we are inserting our slice. And we have here our new projects. Good. It's at item level 1. We're doing our projects 0 at insert at. And again, our insert at is at 1. Okay. Then we have our ID : next ID plus plus title is title. That's going to be okay. And then we have our set triple project slice insert at. That should be fine as well. All right, so we must have had an insert error here. All right, so our title is going to be blank for resetting. Projects is next projects. That's fine. All right, so what is our issue when it comes to this? We have our key is ID. We have project title is title. On click. All right, so let's go back to handle click, and it has to be here somewhere. So let's take a look. Go through this one last time because it does need to be here. So, oh, okay, and I can see it right now. All right, you see how this project here that we're putting in doesn't have curly brackets next to it. This one does, the new project does, but then this one has curly brackets. Well, this one's not supposed to have curly brackets around it, okay, because this is not an object. This is the actual insertion path there. So now this should work perfectly fine. So let's refresh this. Let's do new project. Add, and so notice it moved all of these down. It inserted this piece. That's technically what it's doing, is it's inserting. Now let's do another project. And again, it should put it in between project A and new project. It added in. Okay, good. So again, something that you could try out with this is adding in a location for them. And again, we could always add in other functionality, like you being able to insert them and maybe grabbing them and moving them with your mouse yourself. But again, that's just kind of par for the course of being able to do each of these and making them do and change an array to what you want it to do. So if you guys like this and you want more of this content, please comment, subscribe, and hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.